What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Cobra Saw Viper. Now, this is one I've been kind of looking forward to. I didn't have it when I was younger. He does some heavy damage in the comics, at least one of them, and I really was just kind of looking forward to this guy, just as an army builder, just to see how they approach it. And, I'm ready to get this guy open and check it out. But right now, here is the front. We've got the clear window, of course, where you can see the accessories. You got the side with the artwork. Looks pretty cool. We got the back. You got the different setups for him. Other side, we got the front. Let's get him open and check him out. So here's the Saw Viper outside of the packaging, and I think I'm going to like this figure. He looks pretty bulky, but he doesn't look like it's done in a terrible way. Looks pretty cool, like the colors on him. We've got all of his accessories. So accessory wise, he's got this helmet, the top part. That's a nice color. That's something that always stood out. I remember seeing them when I'm younger, but when I was younger, but I never had them as a figure. But I do remember that visor just being like real distinct. It looks pretty cool. You got the back of the helmet. Got those little like vent looking things. Got little rivets kind of in there. Pretty nice. Get this awesome pistol. Looks really nice. You got the extended mag on it. You've got like a small suppressor that has like a little port so you can put in some accessories. You got a red dot on there. It's got little sculpted details in there, but no paint to bring out, those details. You get the backpack. Pretty nice. I think this is the first time we've seen this design. I can't remember if we got it before. But you got this handle here. It's going to be heavy. You're going to be carrying like a lot of ammo in there. It's going to be real heavy. You got this different black, molded in the black, and then you've got, that's pretty much it. But it's got like nice sculpted details in there. Just nothing on top of it. Of course, you get the ammo belt. Looks really cool, like a chain belt. No real detail in there. Would have been nice to have a little wash in there. You can see the little details in there. You get his knife. Looks pretty okay. Not terrible. Then you get his machine gun. Super important for this guy. So it is the Saw Viper. So you get this little saw here underneath his machine gun. But it does come away from there. And you got this nice silver on there. Feels pretty good. Not terrible. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Molded in that purple. Is that a purple? I don't even know what the color that is. I want to say purple, but I'm sure it's got a specific name for it. But back to his heavy machine gun, you've got this nice little handle here that he's going to be hanging on to. You can help maneuver. You've got the trigger. You've got the ammo can back here. Pretty awesome. It also has a port there too, so you can plug in effects if you want to. But yeah, that looks really cool to me. Not bad. Again, no wash or anything like that, but it's still like the design of it. I think this is the first time we've got this one too. It looks pretty good. All right, so for the Saw Viper himself, we've got his head sculpt. He's got this free floating. It's not pegged in anywhere, but it looks good. It's part of his armor. His little neck guard. Slide that straight off if you want to. That gives you a different look. You got the earpiece. See his eyes. Pretty cool. Got a nice vest, solid vest. Got the shoulder armor that is reminiscent of like those Steel Brigade, Steel Corps, that sort of thing, where it just slides over. Same thing with the wrist guards. The legs are molded. This piece right here, the crotch piece, kind of feels like it's, I think it is. I think it's molded and then slid over the crotch area. but he looks good. Looks pretty cool. Got the green, getting that green, like yellow green, really light green, kind of pops. You got the Cobra symbol in there. No real washes or anything like that throughout his armor to show any kind of like wear and tear, nothing like that. Got the holster and the sheath. So nothing super crazy. You got different shades, but yeah, nothing too crazy in there. So for articulation, of course, you've got your like the base of the neck will let you move around. Looks really good. Try to get him to look up some more. I think it's just a double ball peg. Yeah, so he won't be able to look up too crazy. About as far as he's going. So he doesn't look up that far at all. You can look down just a little bit more. Your articulation is coming from the bottom of that neck. You've got a butterfly joint in there. Don't know how much use you're going to get. I like this because it gives a little bit of flex here rather than being molded in there. At least sometimes it gets in the way, but you just got to move it. T-pose, pretty good. Upper bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows. And that's where they start to connect in the way. I'm sure if you moved it, maybe you can get a slightly bit more right in there. But right there, that's not bad. That's not terrible. You got the peg and hinge for the wrist. You got a ball waist. You got a hinge, or not a hinge, ab crunch. That you can kind of get a little bit of use out of in there. Not the best, not the worst. But yeah, you can crunch it just a little bit. There's like one notch you could probably get in there. And the vest will give way just a tiny bit. Drop down hips, upper thigh cut. Leg goes forward about that far. The armor here gets in the way, but it still goes forward pretty good. Double jointed pinless knees and the hinge and pivot for the ankle. So yeah, it goes back pretty good, pretty decent. And that's it for his articulation. Let me throw this over. And you could still move his head there. It will stop you just a tiny bit. If you go like really far to one side or the other or try to push it like that. Now I'm going to put his helmet on also. And then it really limits it. Starts touching the side left or right. I mean, this is going to give because it's not pegged anywhere, so you could still move it pretty far. I can go all the way around if I want to, but it breaks that up, that sort of thing. So still not bad. You can make it work and then just kind of shift this wherever you need it to. Let me get his accessories on. All right, so here's the Saw Viper with the different accessories on. So you've got him with his pistol and a knife. You got him with his saw, bayonet. You got him with his heavy machine gun. You've got him with the helmet on, the helmet off. And I mean, this guy is pretty awesome. I mean, seeing a little squad of them, it looks really, really cool. I like that a lot. Something about him, I mean, I still attribute it to that visor a little bit. It's just really nice. Pretty cool. I wish he had some paint here in that ammo belt. I guess the only thing he really could use is like a, wash or something like that. Some kind of paint details to bring it out, make him look a little worn, that sort of thing. That's the only thing, yeah, that I could think of because he's got plenty of sculpting all around, and that would just help make it pop, bring everything out just a little bit more. So, I mean, very awesome. You can see him crouched here with he crouches really well. Got the helmet off. You can do so much like posing and I guess storytelling wise with these guys in photography. Looks really awesome. So for a quick comparison, here he is next to Tripwire. So Tripwire has probably the heaviest armor for the Joe since he is like bomb disposal. And he does have this piece here, that another free floating type armor piece. But you can see it's different from the Saw Vipers. Saw Viper has just a little bit more detail. Plus, his has the different shades of that purple in there, so that kind of helps him out. And then, just for another comparison, he was the closer of the two I was going to bring out here, but we got Doc, and if you know, you know. But yeah, they look pretty cool. About the same height. Pretty awesome. All right, so overall, I do like these figures a lot. Um, the color just kind of stands out. The armor, the helmet, especially, just makes it pop and is really stand out. I do like that, as always, that they can carry everything on them, which is really, really cool. That's just a really awesome thing whenever that happens. And I mean, you can get so many different options. You can take the helmet off of him, the little neck guard, and just vary. You can keep one on, one off, and just kind of mix and match from there. And I think the only things that I kind of wish was, with Army Builders, if you're going to show skin tone, I kind of wish they had an option for another head with a different skin tone on there, and then also the saw blade on the bottom. I know it is meant to come off, and he can wield it, but which is kind of crazy. Somebody just wielding a saw at you like that, but I think they fall out of the bottom of the machine gun just a little too easy. Um, Other than that, I mean, just having the wash throughout would have helped. But there's nothing like super major that I could really complain about with these guys. I really like them. The articulation is pretty good. The sculpt is good. Even though they're really heavy armored, the articulation is still pretty present. Not hindered as much at all. Just slightly in certain places that you would think. You can make adjustments to get better articulation out of there. Just kind of hindered around there sometimes when you're bending that double jointed elbow, but it doesn't hinder it too bad or anything like that. You got the butterfly joints, but the armor kind of stops it from coming, the arms crossing forward. But yeah, that'd be kind of nice. But they are heavily armored for a reason. So I mean, looks really good, paint's good, all of that stuff. So yeah, those are my little complaints there. Other than that, nothing else to really say about these guys. Gonna get them on the shelf with the rest of my figures, where I'm sure they will stand out there. So that's gonna be it for this review. I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.